Introducing the Nayo Technologies IFS Security Tool. Security is an important and time-consuming aspect of ERP implementations and upgrades. The Nayo Security Tool greatly reduces the time it takes and technical knowledge required to administrate IFS security. By utilizing Microsoft Excel, the Nayo Security Tool allows for the point-and-click administration of multiple permission sets at once, followed by an import of these permission sets into IFS with a few easy clicks. To launch the security tool, no installation is required. We just double-click the application file. To get logged in, there are two options: using the IFS Access Provider or connecting directly to the Oracle database, which requires Oracle Runtime Client and an entry in the tnsnames.ora configuration file. We'll use the IFS Access Provider, where all we need is a username, password, and URL. Once we're connected, the permission sets populate on the right. In this demonstration, we'll modify an existing permission set and create a new one using the security tool. First, we'll choose the version of IFS we're working in. This changes the navigator structure in the middle to reflect the selected version. Next, we must check the folders that we want to grant permissions, and then we'll pick the permission sets we want to work on. Once we've chosen these settings, we have two options: Export for modifying and creating new permission sets, or Review to see an easily readable, color-coded representation of permission sets. We'll click Export, but I'll also show you a version of the Review option. Before we open the spreadsheet, let's check some settings on the Import tab. The update character is the letter we'll use when modifying the permissions. And since we're going to create a new permission set, we check the box Create New Role Allowed. Inside the spreadsheet, we have the navigator folders we chose on the left and the permission sets along the top. You'll notice there is a None, Edit, and Full column for each one. This tells us what permission sets are granted inside the folder. By clicking the plus here on the left, we can drill down to the specific windows and see their presentation object type and name, along with the permissions granted. We'll open the sales part folder and grant permissions here. View access to inventory read, and full access to customer order full. Now we'll create a new permission set called IFS Demo. All we need to do is add the columns in the same format to the end of the spreadsheet. An easy way to do that is to use the Format Painter. Then we'll copy the access options and give this thing a name. After adding a few permissions, we're ready to save and import. Before we import, I'm going to pop open IFS Applications and do a quick search for the two permission sets we worked on and the new one we're trying to create. IFS Demo does not come up because it is not created yet. If we show the details, we can see that neither of the permission sets have any access to sales part. Now we'll import. Security setup has completed. If I do that same query for all three permission sets now, voila, IFS Demo has been created. If we take a look at the permissions now, we can see IFS Demo has full access to sales parts. Inventory read has view access, shown by the blue text. And Nayo customer order has full access to sales parts. Before we finish up, I'll quickly show you the spreadsheet if we chose the review option when we exported. It gives us a clear, color-coded version of what permissions are granted. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll be a user of the Nayo security tool soon.